Hey everybody, it's day 2. I haven't chopped the ham, didn't have time last night. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make the dough first, and then we're going to let it rise while we're chopping the ham. And then we're going to cook it. So it is 9:07 right now, we're starting. Hopefully, if it's 3 hours, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, hopefully we'll be done by 1:30 or so. And we'll give you an update in a bit. I just want to take this moment to say thanks to Amy for sending the recipe out. It's right here. Also, we've got the ham, which we've cooked a little bit. We're going to cut off the burnt edges, and we're going to use that in some of the pierogies. And then we've got the start of the mixture for the dough, which is the flour, which is the milk actually, which we're getting a little warm. And then over here, we've got the butter, which we're going to use 2.5 sticks, and then we're going to add some sugar and some salt, and then we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to mix it in with flour, and then we're going to watch the rain while it rises. Alright, that's the mixture so far. It's butter, milk, salt, and sugar. Seems to be a little bit of salt into it, but that's the start of the mixture, the buttery, milky sort of goodness. Right now I'm having a turkey. This is turkey bacon, by the way. A turkey bacon and toast thing. Cup of coffee. We'll wait for that to get done. You know what? I can mix the yeast right now. Well, there is the magic yeast mixture. This is a yeast. Let's do that again. Well, there's the magic yeast mixture. It's a mixture of yeast and sugar, and it looks like it's foaming up, so that means the yeast is alive. I think we're going to do a segment later on the magic of yeast, fermentation, and all that kind of fun stuff. I got to work on my docudrama voice. Coming up at noon, we've got fermentation. I was a little worried about the yeast, whether it really was foaming or not, but it sure is. Look, it's almost over the top of the cup. So I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, and just like the old directions said, that there is a possibility that it might overflow, but we're ready for that emergency should that happen. Over here, we've got the butter milk mixture going, and we've also we're going to put flour in it. We're going to put 5 cups of flour, and then we're going to add the yeast, and then we're going to add more flour. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm actually going to yar matey on this one. I'm going to be using this guy. No, wait. The secret. Where is it? Ah, yes. Yar mateys, it be the dough hook. Yar. All right, kitchen mixer's going away. I've got to add more flour. I've got to keep an eye on that. But I also wanted to, for those of you who have not smelled yeast before or tasted it before, you probably have, although you haven't realized it. It smells like beer. Alright, so there it is mixing away. That's with the it's about 6 cups of flour. Actually, it's raining today. I don't know how that's affecting the mixture at all. But I'm basing the mixture on sort of what I've done with other dough, which is pizza dough. It's my only other experience with dough. We're going to let this mix for a little while, and then we're going to knead it with the yar matey, and then we're going to let it sit and rise for a while, and then while we're doing that, we're going to cut the ham. Oh, okay. Alright, the dough's mixing now, and this is my cheat part. I've got the hook in there. I'm going to let it stir for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to let it rise for about an hour. And then while that's going on, we've got the little piggy on the chopping block. Well, he's not here, he's in the kitchen. So we'll be over here slicing and dicing. Okay, I think the dough is done. It looks done. I hope it's done. I think it's done. If I've screwed up any part, it's probably in here, but we won't really know until after we're done cooking everything. How do you like that, huh? Ooh. So we're going to let this rise for about an hour or so, and then we're going to continue with the chopping of the ham, which is taking longer than I thought. It's probably the hardest part so far, and I've learned a little bit. Working with it cold is much easier than working with it warm, because once it gets warm it starts to loosen up and it's harder to cut with the knife. But we're probably not even a fourth of the way through the pork, so I got to get back to the pork chopping block. Just a quick update, the dough is rising. We've got another, almost still another hour on waiting on that. It's 10:11 right now. We're chopping up the pork. There's some finished pork there. I guess I'm really appreciating how finely diced it was done by Grandma and the ladies. So I'm really coming to appreciate that. And I'm learning how to cut meat a little better, I think. So we'll give you another update in a few minutes. Okay, we just finished chopping the ham. There it is. Got to cook it up a little bit so that it'll be done after I bake it. The dough is rising. A little worried about it, but we'll deal with that when we deal with it. We still got about half an hour for the dough to rise. During that time, I'm going to work on the ham, cooking that up, and then probably putting it away and then start rolling out the dough. And that's what we're doing. Well, I hate to say this, but I think I've already screwed up. I don't think the meat is the proper meat. The directions call for ham butt, and he gave me pork butt. So I can tell right now by the way the pork is cooking, it doesn't even look similar to what was served in the Grandma's pierogies. So I'm gonna cook it up and taste it. I mean, it's cooking down brown, and I think that I remember pork. I thought it cooked down kind of white. So I think the butcher took me for a sucker, which I guess is what I am. And we're just trying to heat it up right now, and I just feel really frustrated because I spent all this time cutting it and cooking it. But at least we have we can do the bacon ones. I think those will be all right. And then I don't know what pork butt is. I don't know. We'll cook it and we'll see. All right, I just tried some of the pork. And you know what? It's not bad. It's not as sweet or as maybe pink of a meat as the ham that Grandma used to use. But you'll see it's cooking down pretty good. And then we got some cooking over here. It's going to be more of a heartier. I think it's going to be obviously a little bit more of a rustic pierogi, let's say, and not as maybe refined or as clean or nice looking as the ones that Grandma did. Right now, I'm rolling out the first part of the dough, and then we're going to make some bacon pierogis first, and then we're going to do the ham.